Welcome back to Hypnosis Health Info. I'm Roger Moore. This morning as I was walking to the ferry, going across the parking lot and on the sidewalk and going up the ramp, I took a moment and paused because the sky was absolutely incredible with sunrise. The clouds had this beautiful pink and orange and red glows to them, and the blues in the sky were just deep, amazing blues that were vibrant and alive, and then it all reflected on the water, and you could look across the water, and coming around the bend was the ferry, and on beyond the boat was downtown Seattle and the Cascade Mountains behind that. It was, I don't know how much you can see the picture here on the wall of the moon over downtown Seattle, but it was similar to that, only sunrise, and sun was just peeking up over the mountains and lighting up the sky, and it was just amazing. And as I stood there for a moment, I took a deep breath and I said, "Orange blossom," and just allowed a wave of relaxation to flow over me. And about that time I heard my name called out, "Roger." And I looked over, and there on a motorcycle was a client that had come to me for Stop Smoking, and he laughed. He said, "It's funny that I'm seeing you here." He said, "I was looking at the sky and I was thinking orange blossom." And so we laughed and talked about that, and about what a powerful relaxation technique that is. And if you're not familiar with it, Orange Blossom is my free 27-minute MP3 hypnosis download. It's a stress reduction technique here at Hypnosis Health Info. And we talked a couple more moments, and we wished each other a great day, and went on our way and on the boat and off to Seattle. And as I was walking up the ramp, I was reminded of a study or report that I had read online a couple days ago from the HartfordBusiness.com. It's dated January 13th, 2011. Aetna finds mind-body link to care costs. Hartford managed care provider Aetna Inc. thinks it's on to a vital clue in which an unstressed mind and body are key to people staying well enough to lower their medical bills. In a 12-week study in which 329 Aetna employees volunteered as guinea pigs, meditation and therapeutic yoga combined to curb stress levels in the groups that performed one or the other, the insurer said. Of those, 96 employees were assigned to mindful meditation classes, and 90 were assigned to therapeutic yoga classes. The remainder did neither, exercise, and were assigned to as the control group. Not only did participants in the control group record higher stress levels than the mind-body exercise participants, they also had medical costs that were $2,000 a year higher than those reporting the lowest level of stress, Aetna said. Aetna stressed the study results are not totally conclusive and is meant to supplement conventional health treatment. However, it says, the findings are enough that it will expand the study to include more volunteers to validate the results. Helping people take control of their health is a critical step in achieving better health and reducing the cost of health care, Aetna President and CEO said in a statement Thursday. Stress takes a significant toll on physical and mental health. We want to understand and also demonstrate whether integrative medicine can offer our members options that both better suit their lifestyles and can be proven to improve their health. And let me say this again, that they found that for those who did not do yoga or did not do the meditation class, they had a $2,000 a year higher medical expenses than those who participated in either the yoga or the meditation. Well, folks, this isn't anything new, but it's certainly exciting that an insurance company is taking note and looking at it. Clear back in 1973, a Canadian researcher by the name of Hans Sele, and I've talked about this, probably a year or so ago in other videos. What he discovered and proved was that stress always attacks the weakest link of the body first. In other words, when we have stress, it creates the environment to get a head cold, or it creates the environment for cancer, or rheumatoid arthritis, or flu, or it creates the environment for heart disease, or for your back to go out, or some other illness and disease and some other malady. And you can't say that stress causes cancer or stress causes a head cold, but stress does weaken the immune system, leaving us vulnerable, and wherever our weakest link is, then it creates the environment in which that weakness can manifest itself. And so it's important that we really focus in at managing our stress. Remember, stress actually was, we were created to have stress as a good thing. Back in the days when we lived in prairies and jungles, and the tiger would chase us, our job was to have the adrenaline kick in, the stress kick in, and to outrun that saber-toothed tiger. And if we were sitting around the campfire and roasting our hot dogs, and the tiger came up behind us and glommed onto us and started eating us, the stress would kick in, we'd go into shock and into death mode, and we'd have a fairly painless death as we shut down. But here we are today in 2011, and most of us aren't literally being chased by tigers, but tigers are our bills, tigers are our families, tigers is dealing with insurance companies, tigers are fighting traffic, or being parents, or dealing with employees, employers, running our business, dealing with clients and customers. We all have our tigers. The problem is most of us aren't running. So we have all this stress building up in our body, and we don't outrun the tiger. We just sit there, behind the steering wheel of our car, or in front of the computer screen, or in front of the TV. The stress becomes very toxic and weakening the immune system, creating the environment in which the weakest link of whatever malady that we are weakest to can manifest itself. Or the other thing that happens is that people get highly stressed and they get depressed. They go into death mode, they go into shutdown mode, and again, because they're not outrunning that tiger, and they're not literally being eaten in the moment. So it's a much longer death process. So that's where tools and techniques like meditation, yoga, and I would say hypnosis comes in. And folks, using hypnosis is pretty darn easy. Learning how to use self-hypnosis, and if you aren't familiar with it, here at hypnosishealthinfo.com, look up there in the orange menu bar, and you'll see self-hypnosis, and the first drop-down tab is the light switch self-hypnosis technique. And it teaches you how to take yourself deeply relaxed and bring yourself back up. The next one is the drop-down tab is written suggestions, and it tells you how to give yourself suggestions to use with the 1-minute light switch self-hypnosis technique. And anytime you have the luxury of taking more than a minute, you have 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, great and wonderful, go for it. But folks, we need to use stress reduction techniques throughout the day to manage our stress, to do things like orange blossom and feel a wave of relaxation flow over us and bring down the stress and the adrenaline levels in our body. We need to eat healthy, and particularly focus on the green leafy vegetables, and on fruits and vegetables that are antioxidants, the red, blues, purples, those types of things. And we need to exercise. We need to keep our body moving and burn up that adrenaline. And if you also look up in the orange menu bar under stress, the drop-down tab there is orange blossom, and click on that, and it's free, 27 minutes of relaxation. So look around here at the tools and resources at Hypnosis Health Info, and if there's any way that I can help you, you can visit me here in my Seattle office in the Medical Dental Building in downtown Seattle, or over on Bainbridge Island, and once a month I'm over in Twilight Country there at Forks, Washington. And if you live too far away from these locations, give me a call, send me an email, and together we can create a long-distance program to support you. I'm Roger Moore, and this is Hypnosis Health Info.